Look at that.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Plenty of room on your side.
Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Shorty.
And me, Banshee. I don't know why he thinks he's short. Here, he wants to smack you, my mini-me.
Oh, and that's kind of like a proxy for you, right?
Hey! Fiber, did you see that?
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, my goodness. Well.
Hi, Candy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Happy Hour, where everything is happy joy. Oh.
Yay. Well, we're very happy. Congratulations for your friend.
Awesome.
Hi, Kara.
I'm glad it's over. So we kind of thought there would be some complications with that, I think. But if it didn't happen, that's even better.
I'm sorry, Fiber and Banshee. Let me kiss it better.
Sunny is here, but you won't see him. Sunny, get out of that box. Hey.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
You do that.
Baby, you ain't seen nothing.
So if you see a tail around me somewhere, he's here. Sunny is here.
If you hear bad singing somewhere,
you know Mr. O is here. Mr. O is here. All right. Well,
you're welcome, Candy.
Well, let's get started, shall we?
Nah, let's just have fun for a while.
Mini-me over here for a few because I was actually going to sit over here, but Sonny might, think it's a toy.
Behave, Sonny.
He heard you.
That's right. It is officially happy hour. And that means that Anthony is due to show up at any moment, too, then.
Are you trying to pull Anthony into the show? See?
He always shows up when I start singing for some strange reason.
Well, I got a big deck here. I haven't used it in a while. It's the Tarot of Affirmations. I think that's actually Tarot Affirmations. I think it's by Sally D. Hill. And it's a very nice deck. We're going to have Mr. O pull one out for the collective.
And besides everything else, we're maybe a little bit tired and sore because we did have a trainer appointment yesterday.
I worked out 4 days last week. Woohoo!
I worked out 3.
Woohoo!
That's not too shabby.
I beat you at some things with the trainer this week.
I beat you after the show's over.
The trainer just doesn't know what to do with us. We're always trying to outperform each other. But of course, he loves that.
But here's the thing. You're the one who had the competitive high school background. But you were the jock. I was not that.
Yeah, and so you're trying to make up for it by constantly trying to outdo me.
I want to relive my golden years.
All right. What do you got? It's speaking of reminiscing.
See?
It's a 6 of Cups.
Everything happens for a reason.
6 of Cups. And I'll read the first 2. I am the emotional pleasure that springs from relationships based on mutual compassion and love. I have let go of past emotional injuries. I choose to build on positive memories. Number 3.
I have something for you, Violet.
Uh-oh.
So hold that thought. God, my eyes are even bad today. I have recovered my capacity for childlike joy and delight. Yeah!
Oh my God. I am able to build relationships on foundations of respect, concern, and support. And what about that last one, Mr. O?
What about it? I take pleasure in my emotional interactions with others. No, I'm hiding this.
Stop! Oh my gosh, okay. You're going to be super silly today, I can see.
I currently am I was a skinny kid in high school. My mom used to say, "Don't turn sideways, I can't see you." I was 165 and about 5'10", 5'11". I'm only about 15 pounds over my high school weight. So there, everybody.
So that's what we have for the collective. And, this is a time of memories. I just posted a card of the day. I think it was Friday's Oracle card of the day that spoke about that. That, this, of course, is a time when we remember those who have passed, who've played an important role in our lives or a loving role in our lives. But it's also a time to look back and reflect on the good times and the happy memories you've had with those living. And maybe, consider getting back in touch, connecting with them during the holiday season. Is this the season to, reconnect with those in our lives who have brought us joy?
And just to get a little bit Halloween-like, several years ago, several years back, it was almost always in the fall or maybe winter, I would hear a voice saying my name. And I always thought that it was my mom talking to me and that maybe it meant she had passed away. She had had some health problems.
Yeah.
But it wasn't her. And of course now she has passed away and I'm not hearing the voice anymore.
She was just checking up on you anyway.
That's what she said when I asked her. She said, "Yeah, I was thinking about you."
Well, anyway, we're going to move on to our readings. And I just want to say, for those of you who won prizes on our live show, Mr. O is taken off to the post office today. And I will be in touch about readings. I'm putting some finishing touches on something today that I want to offer. But you can maybe choose something else. But there's a special Halloween reading that I'm working on. All right.
And if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice.
And by the way, we will still be giving away decks and readings on our Sunday show through Halloween. If there are some decks remaining,
I have them right here, like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer one. Yay!
Right. And so if we still have some decks remaining, we might stretch it to the Sunday following. We'll see how it goes. But we are also offering free readings. And we gave one or two away, right? Readings, 2.
Yeah, I think we gave 2 readings away and 2 decks so far.
2 decks so far. Okay.
More tomorrow.
All right.
Oh,
yeah,
this
you're
is
supposed to
mine.
do.
Yeah. So get your hands off of that.
Get that up.
I don't have room.
Oh, for goodness. Neither do I.
Okay, I have room.
Oh my gosh.
Touch my
Just don't drop my cards or bend them.
So this was for Jackie, right?
Um,
Jackie, you've had this one before, I think. The 2 of Wands.
No, yeah. Wow.
And the 2 of Wands says, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. I'm not going to sing it.
Stop thinking about tomorrow.
But seriously, though, maybe you feel like some things have settled a little bit or settled at least enough for you to be able to cast your eye on the next round of activity or events or planning or things you have to do. Some of this may be to suit purposes that need to be done, work that needs to be done, but some of it may be things that you truly have some interest in furthering, an ambition, a goal, a hobby, a project. So Spirit is saying, things will maybe allow you to have that energy and that insight to look into your next round.
I don't know, Jackie. I'm looking at this card and I'm looking today at, the person on the card looking out the window. And I'm thinking to myself, with the world here as well. I'm thinking and, of course, we have the van in the picture there. I'm thinking she's looking out and thinking, how far can I go? Spirit is saying, how far can you go? How far do you want to go? Is there more things you want to accomplish and do, immediately in your life right now? This is a time not just to envision it, but to plan it out, to really start mapping it out, mapping out your journey, your itinerary, what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, even if it is travel, a plan for travel. Or, I know you've been talking about a move, possibly to another area in the UK. And so start mapping that out. Where are these locations? What can I find there? Whatever the case may be. And put that plan into action. This is a time where goals are very attainable for you, Spirit is saying. So go for it.
Good luck.
How far can you go? As far as you want to go. So we have...
Yeah, I always think that little picture in the corner is like a map, a road map or something.
In a way, yeah. But I mean, yeah. In a way.
In a way.
In a way.
Who knows?
Okay. So
right.
We are on
Have a good
Candy.
day.
Hi, Candy. Good luck with that, Jackie. And I will be
You're
in
welcome.
touch soon.
And
Jackie was a free
just gonna
reading winner.
briefly show another picture of a deck we have to give away while we're doing that. This is one of the other decks we're giving away. It's the Dungeons and Dragons Tarot. This one, we did open it up and maybe slightly look at it, but it's mostly pretty pristine.
And it's really good for people who, are D&D players. I
Yeah.
think would be very interested in
The
it.
same with the Buffy deck. You'll get more out of it if you were somewhat knowledgeable or acquainted with the series. But as far as the Buffy deck goes, the pips or the suit cards, all of them are illustrated very well. They have really nice illustrations. Like I said, if you know the show's canon, then it kind of makes sense. But they did a good job of matching up the energies of the cards with actual, adventures from the show. All right.
Well, Candy, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is here. And this is just, I love the way she shows some of these leaders in the deck, like the Emperor, like the Kings. This King is so laid back, and it's almost as if, work is not a heavy chore for him. He thrives on work, but he also knows to take pleasure in what his labor has provided him. And he's also created wealth enough or money enough for himself so his needs are met, and possibly he's able to help others, whether it's family, etc., either providing for them, financially, or offering them support and ideas. He's very smart, he's very laid back, and I think Spirit is saying right now, you can ease up on things in your financial realm right now. It's just go with the flow right now, and make sure that just make sure that you have everything organized and you know what's coming in and going out, and you should be fine.
The king, like any of the kings, are kind of an overseer of their particular domain, and I've only seen King of Pentacles in most suits or interpretations as having that kind of relaxed, friendly view. So it's like he's a friendly banker. He's, I know, oxymoron. He's a friendly manager of the material matters in your life. And so that's what Spirit is saying to you, is that this card means there's coming a time where really everything seems to just make sense. If you are living a life where you are able to make any kind of investment, whether it's, the traditional stocks and bonds, or you're making investments in your property, or you're making investments in your education or your children or whatever it is, this is a good sign to say you should pay attention to how you manage things. Managing will be very important in getting towards your goals. And so this could also be saying too is that if you lack those kind of skills or talents, then don't be afraid to reach out to somebody, possibly even professional, if you think there is a need for that.
And Candy, another aspect of this card, the king, I mean, when I think about it, the swords, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, they're thinkers, they're real thinkers. And so this is not just about acquiring wealth and those kind of material things. It's about acquiring material knowledge. It's about acquiring knowledge. And so this is a time for, and since he's the king, this is a time to share your knowledge and wisdom with others. And it's interesting. It's not as if the King of Wands or the King of Cups aren't thinkers, but they think differently than the Swords and the Pentacles, who are more analytical, I think, in their approach. And in some ways, this one has a more practical, street smarts about them too. So I think here this is just saying use the smarts, use the knowledge and wisdom and experience you've acquired over time to achieve the success you want.
Or like you say, go with the flow.
Yeah. All right. Yo, duh. All right. Hey, Fiber's up. Hi, Fiber.
And Carl had to run off to work today.
Well,
I know the feeling on Saturdays.
Well, we could have done one for Carl anyway.
We still can, of course.
We still can.
So you will do one for Carl.
All right, I will.
You'll just have to relay that message to him somehow, Fiber.
Yeah, it'll be right after your reading, Candy. As usual. Or you can just tell him about it. Tell him we sang a song or whatever. Hey, you're welcome, Candy. Oh, nice.
And it's the Four of Swords.
Well, Fiber, take it easy. Take a load off. Why don't you rest up? You've been busy. And you're bound to get busier, I'm sure, as the season approaches. Maybe people will be, asking for more gifts. People in our community like to celebrate Christmas and Yule and the holidays with gift giving too, because we like to party, right? So this is saying maybe this is a time to replenish your energy now. At this time of the year, a lot of events and things that we normally go to, a number of them, well, maybe not for you in Florida, they start winding down a little bit as, the temperatures go down here. So, maybe that's the case there, maybe not, but this may be a time, use this time to replenish your energy and restore yourself, revitalize yourself in some way.
What?
I said revitalize yourself in some way. I was just
I thought you were asking about coffee.
No, I just... Well, that was the thing about doing it. Oh my gosh, doing it down here, up here. Coffee is not readily available. You did not bring Angel's coffee service up here.
I'll go and get it. So, Fiber, I think the card is really clear. Now would be a good time for a good nap or a good rest. And, Carl's away, so, if you went back and lay down on the couch or wherever and took a snooze, who would know?
We won't tell.
We won't tell. But seriously, a lot of times things need to have a proper amount of rest to also function well. It's not just always, you need to have a good diet, you need some exercise, you need coffee. It's also about really taking time to assess body health in certain situations and realize that, none of us are getting any younger. We're all moving to the point where we have to eventually take more care or consideration for body needs. This is saying, rest up, get ready for the next round.
Good luck with that. All right. I'm going to pull one for Carl anyway, just because.
Well, he's on the list, so I think you have to.
Yes. Violet updated the list. So Carl it is. Let's see what we've got. Watch, Fiber got the rest and Carl will get like something like Energizer Bunny Chariot or something like that.
You will sing his fortune.
You'll sing as that sounds good. Better you than Mr. O.
Sounds like I'm being left out.
Oh. Oh my gosh! What? What? No, it's not the chariot which I mentioned.
Are you guys going on vacation? Are you guys
Yeah.
going
Are
away
you
or
doing-
something? Are you
What's
even
up
just
here?
like a little, like when he comes back, are you going to pack up and head out of town just for the rest of the weekend?
You guys both need a little siesta, I see. So, the couple that rests together, right?
And I wonder where they will stay. Those little runaways, the runaways.
Are you leaving on a jet plane?
Don't know when I'll be back again.
Well, at any rate, it could be a vacation, but sometimes vacations are work. You gotta pack, you may be going on tours and different things. This sounds like it's a real restful kind of situation. You really want to do something that is going to be calming and soothing to body, mind, and spirit. Replenish, re-energize. Maybe do some ritual do some meditations together, which might be helpful as well.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that, something is going on that maybe transcends for both of you. There is a time to just rest and renew. I had a boss who used to say when you go away on a vacation, you have to come back rest, renewed, and revitalized, or at least 2 out of 3. And that's what we want for you, you and Carl both, to look at the perspectives that you need to just let float away for a while, like just occupy your mind with that total sense of relaxation. And you'll find that it probably will do a lot more for you moving ahead into the future projects and activity you need.
That's what we have
Hi,
for
Siama.
Carl. Good luck with that. Hi, Siama. And now you are on Lilith. Hi, Lilith.
Lilith. Hi, Lilith. And before I get too far in, I'm just going to show another tarot deck that we are raffling for our Canadian and U.S. viewers at the live show. So this will be tomorrow. You can win the Today's Journey Tarot. We have a spinning wheel, and we give everybody a chance at the wheel. You could also choose a reading from us, a recorded reading that we would, do for you, and we have options there.
Now, this is a more modern approach for today. Some of the major arcana are renamed. For example, here is the Fool, which is called in this deck Beginnings. And as you can see, there are borders on the cards for, the different suits in the deck. So the major arcana has an indigo-ish, or I guess that's like a purple. And so there is that elemental kind of color scheme.
And Preeti has joined us too. Hi, Preeti.
Hey, Preeti. All right. So you put that back.
Now, those who live outside of U.S. or Canada, we can only offer the reading, but you do get a spin at the wheel and a chance to win that.
So tune in
At the
tomorrow
live
for
shows.
a chance to win. That sounds good. Well, I hope you have some time to relax there.
And you said that's this weekend too. That's great.
But even if I'm busy, doing a public ritual, when we were doing public ritual at events that were outdoors and in nature, just being out in woods, with the trees, it does reinvigorate you. It does revitalize you. So, sop up that energy, Fiber.
Alrighty.
And Carl.
And Lilith, you have the King of Cups.
Well, that's a pleasant card, isn't it?
And the King of Cups says, today is your day that you could be exemplary in giving kindness to others, but also maybe receiving some too. There could be actually, though, somebody in your life somewhere who really would benefit from your kindness, maybe your advice, your insight into a particular matter. It doesn't necessarily have to be an emotional related thing, but it could be, and you may have find that you could really share model behavior, indicate where things resonate. It's all about really paying it forward in a way. And there's something here that just says the idea of how benevolent you can be will have a chance to show itself in these next few days, week or so.
Well, in this world right now, we certainly can use more King of Cups energy, kindness, benevolence, generosity, empathy for others. It seems to be sorely lacking. And so Spirit wants to encourage you to not just look at harsh, cold realities of things, but to really empathize with the struggles or situations that people around you may be facing. If they need a shoulder to cry on, if they need just an ear to listen, be there for them at this time. Try to be more understanding about what people are going through. And I think that's the message here the King wants to impart today, this particular King. And it's interesting, we now have 2 kings in the reading. And we do tend to get a number of kings at happy hour. But the thing is that this one is all about the feels, And so also, this might be saying that right now, since you are in a very empathic, intuitive, emotional state, Spirit says you could channel that. You could channel that into a creative activity right now, and which would probably be very good for you. Especially if you're the kind of person who takes in a lot of the emotions going on in the world right now, and it kind of messes with your spirit. Channel all of that into a creative project. Get it out there. When things start getting to me, I start writing poetry, So I think that's another message here from that card for you today.
All right.
Good luck with that. All right, we are on Angel Rivera. All right. Angel?
You're welcome.
You are welcome.
So yeah, we did stop at our bakery friends yesterday, and we did get some things to eat.
Oh my goodness.
Violet knew.
I went, what did she say?
Oh, it was earlier. She said something about, eating brownies and cookies after our workout. Close enough.
I actually had a cinnamon roll yesterday, and it was a frosted cinnamon roll. It was really good. But we ended up getting a couple other things, and I went Italian. I've got a piece of tiramisu, and I've got what they called a cannoli cake. Mm.
And I went for a lemon bar and a raspberry crumble.
Well,
I'll
just have to work out 4 days next week, too, I guess. All right. Hey, Mr. Rivera, you are going places. No rest for you.
Running man.
No, yeah. And you are a running man. So, the Knight of Swords, he's on the move. And this is a time to make a key decision, move, or choice on some matter in your life. This is a time to follow, to pursue a goal, to pursue something you've been wanting to do, and run at it. Go for it. Go full steam ahead. This is not a time to let up. This is not a time to be the Knight of Pentacles and kind of go slow. This is a time to just get it out there.
It almost feels, too, like maybe this has a purpose, and it's not just about trying to get somewhere. It may be about delivering a message, or about bringing a message, or about making a show of strength, or show that connotes a message in some way. So I feel this card maybe indicates that you're on the move because there's a purpose. You maybe have to make a point somewhere, and with a sword you can make a darn good point. So whatever that is, I think the indications are it's something that basically says via con Dios, go with the gods, whatever you want to say there. I liken that to, of course, that bird there that's flying overhead that says there's both a sense of guidance but also a sense of purpose.
Well, I like he brought communication into this too, because of course you are a mover of information and knowledge, and so things might be moving rather swiftly at work for you right now as well. I don't know if this is midterm time over there. I've been retired for a while now, so it's all getting muddled to
everything.
me. Hey, it's all getting muddled to me now, so it might be that you're just going to be moving things out and producing more right now too in that regard. So a lot of communication going on, and swift, people that want things yesterday. You're aware of that. All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
So yeah, we went to town on some things for ourselves, but we also bought probably just as much or more for our granddaughter.
Yes, we really
got
went
her
there
a
with
boo
that
box
intention.
with cookies in it, and then these really cool ones that had
they're creamy center. There's a color,
and there's a face on them.
They're with Halloween centers, and there's like Frankenstein faces, cute ones
really
on
cute,
each of them. They're
Whimsical.
with that. What do they call it? It's edible paper. I can't remember the exact name.
Yeah, an edible paper that they print the design on.
Really pretty, and so
You're
we
welcome.
got those for her too. We got to deliver them. She's we didn't give her the candy. We finally let that go. I know she's in college now, but she can still celebrate Halloween.
Of course.
All right.
And
I'm
Tara.
almost in November, so projects, final projects. They'll be studying for final exams before long. Yeah, November's coming fast. I can't believe how fast October seemed to go by. It really did go by fast. So, to me, anyway.
Here. So this card is for Kara.
Okay. What do we got? Oh, nice.
2 of Pentacles.
Oh, Kara. There's such a symmetry in that card. It's almost as if your life everything is sort of in symmetry right now. Everything's sort of in sync. You maybe have a lot to do. Maybe you have a little to do. Whatever the case may be, you seem to be managing everything well. This is like a sign that, hey, all is in balance right now. It may be a little bit sometimes stressful. Maybe you're trying to, you're just trying to figure out how to, I know you're working on some new projects here, so maybe you're just trying to figure out how to fit it in the flow of things, how to navigate that. And I know Mr. O is going to offer you some advice soon on your project.
Not a chance.
I keep reminding him.
You're on your own. Hey, I'm busy.
Yeah, he's a busy guy, but he'll get back with you, I'm sure. But at any rate, it's just a very positive sign in that you can handle, maybe it's saying too, you could handle a little more in your life right now because you're pretty together. This is a good time for you.
This card brings a sense of pacing too,
yes,
because it sort of feels like there's 2 or more different kind of energies that you may have to be working with. And if it's not an energy, it's kind of a modality. So maybe there's a modality about what you have to do physically around your home, the things that either you expect of yourself or others may expect of you for the household. But then there are the other things that maybe fall into other areas, such as your own personal ambitions or your own personal obligations that exist outside of the home. This is saying, Spirit says, don't forget all of that, and don't always feel like it is about finding new projects, new things. Spirit will tell you exactly what you need to do and when. And right now may just be a good time for you to sort of appreciate what the flow and the modality sense is going on around you. Figure out where it aligns in your life.
Good luck with that.
And then I'll call you and say, get busy. I gave you the information now.
Oh my God. All right. All right.
No, I won't do that.
Did I pull that? I did, didn't I?
I did it.
You pulled the balance?
Yes,
Okay.
I cut the deck and everything.
You did. Okay. So
You're
then
welcome.
it's me for Siama. Hi, Siama.
Hi, Sama.
Got another deck to show while I'm shuffling?
You.
Uh-oh.
This is the one that we know somebody really would like to get. We'll see how that goes. It's the Grimalkin
Maybe
Tarot
more than one person.
by M.J. Coulinane. It's quite beautiful. There's no good words to describe some of her decks. They just sort of stand on their own in a way.
I'll be using her ghost one, Unfinished Business, the next time I do a deck. Mr. O is going to have the next 2 weeks after this week. And then after that, sometime in November, I guess it'll be the second week in November.
Come and get it.
Or third week, I'll be doing Unfinished Business. I really like that deck. So, all right. I'm ready. So I want to shuffle them up here. Good. I hope. Yes. It's the Seven of Cups. Siama, Seven of Cups is here. And it's a nice card because I've always said Spirit wants you to know that, you know, it's not necessarily that the sky's the limit, but you have options. You have options to consider. And it's time for you to just imagine, you know, and really list out what those are. Whether it's in your business affairs, you know, or career aspirations, or whether it's in your personal life. You know, maybe you want to make a major move somewhere. Maybe you want to take a trip somewhere. Whatever the case may be, maybe, you know, you're deciding between people in a, you know, you want to have a more serious relationship with. Whatever the case may be, examine your options, explore some. And then, you know, the time might come where you make that choice. But now is the time for exploration and kind of visioning it out, mapping it out.
Spirit says there's a lot of things for you to think about, and the common thread between all of them, because they may be spread out in your life, some of them may be about people you know, some of them may be about work things you have to do, whatever it is, but their common thread is that they are things you enjoy. They are things you like. So even if it's about choices made over your career or your work, they are things that maybe can inspire you a little bit. But Spirit is also saying that you may not necessarily be able to focus on all of them, or can you? Maybe this is a way of Spirit saying, if you have a lot to consider, then you also need to consider how you get there and how you manage your time, how you apportion energies towards projects. Spirit is saying you can do it, but it's going to take some thought and application, and so you need to keep that in mind.
Well, and you know what? This is a cup card, which to me indicates that Spirit is saying, look at the options in your life and, you know, start deciding which are the ones that can bring you the most joy, the most fulfilling experiences. You know, that those are the things that Spirit maybe wants to focus you on. So good luck with that. All right. I pulled that. So you pull for Preeti.
Hi, Preeti.
Tina Turner can sing. Oh, can she ever?
I don't know the lyrics about all the way through, so I can't do a credible version. Well, and I don't have the voice to do a credible version.
Oh my gosh, please don't.
But I want to try.
Oh.
We don't need another hero, 'cause Mr. O is a zero. Get it? O, zero.
Well, that's a little self-depreciating.
Why not? Stuck in the middle with you.
Ah! Oh my goodness. Where's the blunt objects? They're all up on high shelves.
That's
Oh, well.
my line.
Oh no, and Aries can say that line quite well. And follow through on that.
You're welcome, Sayama.
You know, we do like to do that here with each other. When we argue, we will sing songs with our own words.
Badly.
Badly.
All right.
Right.
Preeti, you have the Ace of Pentacles.
I totally love this card. That's why I sat there and looked at it for a moment. It's such a nice card, isn't it?
There's a beginning coming for you, or Spirit wants you to say that maybe there is something you really have been putting off doing that would really grow something for you. Most likely it might grow something that's of material benefit, but not exclusively. It could be growing something that just really expresses a strong desire within yourself, something you want to see sort of break out of wherever it is and flourish. Whatever that is, Spirit's saying that time is upon you.
Well, whatever it is, it seems as though some new beginning may be coming, Preeti. Spirit wants to inform you that this is a beginning that will, that will require some nurturing, some care in what you do and how you handle it. Whether it's a move to a new place, like I almost feel sometimes when I see the Ace of Pentacles, it could indicate a fresh start, moving to a new location, moving to a new job, moving into a new relationship, and setting down roots somewhere. So, things can only grow if they have strong roots, and I think Spirit wants to remind you of that. It's very apparent here in this card, because there is, to me, a big emphasis on those roots, as well as what can grow from them, that pentacle there. And so, take everything takes time, everything takes care. You put in the effort, and things are bound to take off for you. In some area of your life, something is waiting to be birthed. So, good luck with that. Violet Lotus, we've made it. Oh God, no. It's not tonight. I thought ours is in November. It's the first week of November.
November 3rd.
Yeah, November 3rd. We did. We just looked it up. Mr. O's looking it up.
It's right here.
Yep.
It's called almanac.com.
Yep. Well, I'm going to tell you, Violet. I'll check one of my calendars.
So that means you'll be late tomorrow for the show.
Yeah, I know it's not yet here. It's after Halloween. And I think they moved it because, they didn't want it to be too dark when kids were trick-or-treating. It's already going to be dark, but...
Maybe you were looking at the UK one like Jackie mentioned.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Hey, it's okay. I get confused. I wish they would stop doing this stuff.
The theory mostly is that they want it to be after Halloween because they know kids are running around. So that's why it ended up changing to that later point. Because it used to be earlier, didn't it?
Yep. Oh, yeah. It used to be in October. Yeah.
It did.
All right. So. Okay, Violet. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Eight of Swords.
Of course, Angel. And then falling into barbed wire or something.
Well, you know what? Maybe you're starting, I think Spirit is giving you this card for a reason. You're starting to realize that whatever's been holding you back, you are stronger than. And not only that, that maybe it's more illusion or, it's all more mental than it is physical barriers right now. And so I think here, just the fact that that realization is here is going to allow you to come out a lot stronger than you were before.
Spirit is saying when you take a look really at what's in the mirror, you'll see that it's mostly not real. It may be based more on thoughts that are not exactly real, and you'll see that. And so Spirit says you'll see that if there are things you feel are blocks, you'll see that they're not really blocks. They may be something that brings something else to you, or they may not be there at all. It could be a couple of ways of looking at that.
These are little things that, that apparently really you can overcome. So I think here, if you've been looking for a way to break through a blockage of some sort, whether it's writer's block, whether it's a creative block, whether it's an intuitive block, whether it's something else, this is the time you will be able to take that, to think about taking that blindfold off and recognizing what these little things are that keep getting in the way. And you can start eliminating them one by one. I almost think here sometimes it is a process. It's a process of elimination.
Hi, Jennifer. We'll take you in a minute.
Yeah.
I think that card sort of like is a metaphor for what you just said about doing shadow work. I think that's Spirit saying, look at yourself doing the shadow work. Those ravens are really, ravens are really dark and maybe indicative of the shadow work. So I think Spirit is saying, as you do your shadow work, you'll realize what those things are that you can dissolve.
Yeah, Jennifer, we'll pull a card for you in a minute.
Hi, Lena.
Oh, and Lena too, but that's it. Let's close the list after Lena. We'll close the
list with Lena.
People are coming a little late here.
Or nobody gets to get their deck mail today.
Yeah, Mr. O's got to run to the post office.
I got to hit the P.O. box.
So the list is closed now. We'll do Jennifer and Lena. We just finished Violet, so pin it. Pin it.
I'm doing it. I don't have a visual for this.
I did it after you, so it replaced yours. It's okay. So anyway.
×2.
All right, so you're very welcome, Violet. Let's do Jennifer first and then Lena.
Hey, Jennifer.
You, yes.
So welcome to Happy Hour.
Oh.
Where every card is always important and therefore gets back into the deck.
I like what Mr. O said about that shadow work.
It just hit me when I read it that you wrote that there, and I said, well, that's you, doing the shadow work right there in the picture.
Yeah. Did you drop a card?
Did you open your mouth?
My cards, stop this with my cards.
Okay, Aunt Hagatha.
Ooh. Whoa.
More shadow work.
It's more shadow work. No, in a sense, it's the Two of Swords upright. So it's not a big deal card. It's basically, even though, it kind of looks a little ominous in this particular portrayal of the card, what it's saying is, it's time maybe, perhaps, Jennifer, to tune out the noise around you. One person might be telling you to do this, another person might be telling you to do that, and, it's time to just block that out and make the decision for yourself. I mean, it's okay, if they want to offer you advice, but if people are trying to steer you, that might be, a little bit too far. You have to decide what is right for you. There's an important move, choice, or decision Spirit is saying is coming. And it's time for you to just make that decision on your own. Don't give up your agency, as I like to say these days, to others to make those decisions for you.
And it really drives the point home, I think, the idea of the blindfold, because I think this is saying that Spirit says, remove yourself from other influences, at least at this time, so that you can go through the process of a decision or a course correction that maybe you've been considering. And it may be saying really that the best advice or influence is what's already in you, that you don't necessarily need other people's opinions. You can think about them, but really when it comes down to it, you're going to make that decision for yourself in the best way of knowing what it is, you already know.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Jennifer.
All right, we're on Lena, and we will pull for ourselves and leave everybody with a namaste blessing at the end.
So yes, thanks again for coming, everybody. Don't forget
tomorrow. Do you have another deck to show?
I do, because we have so many. Did we show this one yet? I don't think we did.
Nope.
It's the Spoopy Tarot.
The crazy wackadoodle Spoopy Tarot.
We are giving away several more tarots, oracles, or readings at our live stream tomorrow, and maybe the next couple of live streams. We'll see how it goes. We'd love to give them away. We can only give away decks to Canadian or U.S. Patrons here, but we can offer a reading to anyone overseas. So check it out. Take a spin on our Wheel of Fortune tomorrow for a chance between 2 and 4. Okay, so this is Lena's reading.
Lena, which is very nice.
It's amusingly cute.
Amusingly cute. Well,
I like that.
I like the symmetry there with the face. That part of her is tame and part of her is wild. And, when it is upright, I think Spirit wants to say, know when you should restrain yourself a little bit, and know when you should be more assertive. There's a time for each, and it's never bad to be assertive. I know, in some cultures, and also, even in the U.S. here, where everybody is supposed to be equal, that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes women are called out for being too aggressive and assertive. No. This is saying there's a time and a place for all of that, and just know when it's appropriate. And so Spirit is saying there may be something that you will have to use one side or the other this week. As a matter of fact, it really is leaning towards the fact, Lena, that you may have to take a more subtler approach to things this week. Kind of nudge things along rather than push.
Well, I liked how you drew attention to the fact that there's sort of like a synthesis there between a human and then the beast. And that works for me in another way too, because as a metaphor, that's what strength is about, is saying there are noble qualities in either spectrum. And maybe Spirit is calling upon you to see an inner nobility that is compassionate yet strong, very strong where it needs to be. And so sometimes we have to do things that maybe are able to be viewed as overly aggressive or assertive, but are they really? Maybe they serve the purpose of bringing something foundational to a situation, calming a situation, or reinforcing certain borders or limitations that need to be. So I think Spirit is saying really is use all of that instinct at your disposal, Lena. Realize that sometimes you have to be harsh to be gentle, and sometimes you have to be gentle to be firm.
I like
know.
that.
In what dream, right?
No, I like that.
All right.
So that's what we have for you, Lena. Good luck with that. Mr. O, are you going to pull for me?
I will.
It is very unusual, Angel, that deck. And it is cute. I mean, if nothing else, it is cute. It's, I just couldn't totally relate to it, but I think it would be a great deck for some people to use.
You know, I've known you a long time, and what I think I know about you the best is you like pizza.
You silly.
No, it's the Ten of Pentacles. It's not the most sacred pizza ever, but maybe it's the idea here that you really appreciate a sense of belonging. You appreciate where you feel strengths reinforce what you want to do. Those who are your partners or those who are just supportive of you, and there's an unconditional sense about that. This isn't necessarily about deep emotional love. This is about a sort of unconditional love that pervades your life in a way that says there's structure here and there's support for you even when you don't do what Mr. O wants. Oh wait, I didn't mean that.
Well, it's a funny thing, this card, because I don't know why, when I think of the Ten of Cups and I think of the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like the Ten of Cups to me is more of a closeness. And I know they have the family here and they're showing the legacy, and that's maybe where I want to go a little bit, but I feel it goes beyond that. I feel like, this involves the tribe. This involves, the people of the earth. This involves we all rise up from the earth. We all have the same, we're all born. We're all going to die. I just did a card for the collective about that in a way that, death takes us all equally. And I feel here, the legacy we leave, not just for ourselves, but for others, is really valuable and important. And I feel that legacy when I see that card. And I think of my ancestors and do I represent my family line well? But I also feel like, I feel like I want to represent everyone well, and I want to represent myself well. So, okay. And that's where I get my wealth from. All right. Thank you. I like that card. I do. I like that card a lot.
Yes. That's right, Angel.
Yep. The Ultimate Equalizer. I really love that card. There was a few other different types of messages on that card, but I really went with the idea of that one because it really resonated with me. And felt it was very timely. All right, Mr. O, I'm wondering what we have here for you. Oh, well, it's funny. I had the 10. You are right behind me.
9.
The 9.
Number 9. Number 9.
My number. But you know what? Reach for it, Mr. O. Reach for that pentacle there in the tree.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
And I have to say this about Mr. O. Whether it's eating, whether it's exercising, whether it's, he always wants more. He can never have enough. He never is satisfied. He's never satisfied.
How can you say I'm selfish when all I want is my own way?
But in a sense, that's a good thing because you're always aiming higher. You're always reaching for that gold and continue to do so. But don't forget what you already have. Right?
A garden with a lot of dirt.
All right. That's what we have for ourselves. Let's do a namaste blessing and close out this show. All right. And my gosh, we're right on time, too, just about here.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
All right. right? Mr. O, pick one. Okay. I got. Ooh, look at that. Look at that
Better
pretty
singing?
card.
Better singing, Jackie?
Taste the rainbow, right?
Taste the rainbow.
You are the blessing. You are a blessed soul and a blessing to this world and others. In giving, you also receive, for life is an ebb and flow of love and blessings. We are all of a single essence and one in spirit. To give is to bless both yourself and others. And that's such a good point here, to remember is that it's a blessing when you give to others. It's a blessing when you receive from others. It's, you can't help but feel good when you do something for someone else, who may, and it doesn't even have to be out of need. Just a spontaneous act of kindness, a spontaneous act of giving of yourself in some way can go a long way.
And that's why we are the Tarot Tribe.
There you go. Who's saying that? Ah.
Thank you, Jackie. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Violet.
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for supporting us, coming to the show today. We appreciate you, and you are the blessing for us as well. So have a great week ahead. Stay happy in this crazy world. I know that's a challenge, but I know you can do it. And we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.